Robins Center on the campus of the University of Richmond. WHES Channel 29 presents Group AAA Virginia High School League semifinals. The Phoebus Phantoms and the Henrico Warriors. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Tim Cole with Bob Hintz and A.G. Womble. Welcome to Robins Center for the semifinal action between the undefeated Phoebus Phantoms and the once-beaten Henrico Warriors. And right now we're going to go across the court, and A.G. Womble has the head coach of Henrico, Rosemary Wheeler.
Okay, Tim, thank you. We do have Rosemary Wheeler. And Rosemary, first of all, I'd like to congratulate you. First-year coach and Central Region champions. Your thoughts on that accomplishment?
Yes, sir. It's been very exciting for all of us, especially me, this being my first year here. And the girls last year, I think, lost in the district, so they've gone a long way this year. Very exciting.
What do you expect from Phoebus tonight?
I expect them to be very quick. I saw 5 minutes, the end of 5 minutes yesterday, and they were really fast, getting the ball down the court really fast.
What's your team's strong point?
We can shoot inside and outside. We're a pretty quick team.
Good luck to you tonight, Rosemary. Thanks a lot. Rosemary Wheeler. Thank you.
Well, they've got their hands full today, Tim. That is an excellent Phoebus team that we've seen play all year long. And Mike Talon, you know and I know he's an excellent coach and does a good job of making some adjustments to whatever they throw at him. And we see AG has Coach Mike.
All right, Mike, your thoughts. What do you expect from Henrico?
A lot of aggressiveness and a lot of quickness and a lot of speed.
Your team ready?
I hope so. I hope we didn't have too much taken out of us last night, but they had to play a hard game too. It'll be a good game. It'll be a good game.
Okay, everybody healthy?
To the best of my knowledge, I think so. I'm probably the weakest one out here right now.
All right, Mike, good luck to you tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Mike out.
That's a good statement, Tim.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to check with Mike on that number switch yesterday. We apologize to... We got some terrible feedback from someplace. I'm not sure where we're getting it. We had a number change that we weren't aware of. Carleen Hargrave was wearing number 13 yesterday instead of wearing number 12 that she normally would.
Yeah.
But we want to apologize for getting that number and name wrong, but we've got it straight today, as Carleen will in fact be wearing number 12. That's her normal number. I kept thinking, boy, she looks familiar. Oh, behold, she was. Of course, if you didn't get a chance to see that game, the Phantoms dominated a very tall and very physically strong team from Garfield and won that game 67-52.
And talking about Garfield, just got done talking to their head coach, Fred Milbert, who was just standing here talking with AG and me. He has seen both teams play. Of course, he got to really get to see a good job on with this Phoebus team. But he said the Henrico team is not as well disciplined as Phoebus is, and of course you and I know Phoebus is going to make them play the whole length of the court. They're going to press them full court. They're going to make them get out of their offensive set and their patterns and things like that, and we'll wear that team down, because that's one thing that I think happened yesterday is the Garfield team got a little tired, Tim.
The Phantoms rely on that defense to cause things to happen, and of course that's what they did yesterday. This Henrico team had a tough game. They won their game 58-52 over a very pesky James Madison team. Talking about offenses and defenses, Phoebus averaging 73 points a game on offense, giving up 1.5 for a 42-point difference, while on the other side the offense and defense for Henrico just about the same, 72.5 on offense, but they give up about 10 points more per game, almost 43 points, and a 30-point margin of victory. As we're about set to have the introduction of today's starting lineups, Phoebus will be the home team. Being introduced is Chantel Atkins from Henrico, and Nikki Reed introduced for the Phoebus Phantoms. Melissa Monica. The officials, Mike Akers. See if we can find the officials there. And Linda Herf.
And Linda is the one with the basketball. When you see her, there she is. Good shot. Of course, we got Mike Talent coaching Phoebus, and he's assisted by LaVon Morrow. And I tell you what, they have done a tremendous job with this team. You and I were talking coming up today, Tim, and you made the statement, anytime you're 0 and you go undefeated in any sport, it's an accomplishment. And of course, that's exactly what happened with this Phoebus team. They have gone undefeated, and I look for them to take this team and try to put them away early, because they may be a little tired. They played late yesterday afternoon, and early evening type, so they didn't get a whole lot of rest.
Speaking of Henrico.
Yes.
Of course, they both played within a couple of hours of each other. If you're not in shape at this point in the season, you don't belong here anyway.
You got a good point. But if you're not used to running up and down the court, walking down the court makes a big difference.
Absolutely, and that's what I think we saw Phoebus do. As the tip is knocked out of bounds, it'll belong to Henrico.
They're going to give it to the Henrico team. And what are they called? The Warriors.
Athena Johnson, and she travels. Good defense by Henrico.
It was an excellent defense.
So Athena Johnson should have let the ball go instead of coming down with it, but she did not, and therefore is called for traveling. You see that pressing, trapping defense of the Phantoms, and they create another turnover, only they knock it out of bounds, so they don't quite get control.
But they will hawk that ball all day long, and it will really make you work hard to get any shot or any offensive sets. And here they come, and here's our gal, Nikki.
Switches the dribble, puts it up, and doesn't go. Rebound comes off for Tracy Atkins. Atkins and her sister Chantel combining for most of the points Henrico had yesterday in that victory. Nikki Hart gets the air ball. 8-minute quarters in high school basketball, no shot clock.
Nice pass by Nikki Reed. Awesome, Tim.
Juanita Cook connects for the first basket of the ball game. Knocked away into the backcourt, but it was hit by a Phoebus player. Double teaming the ball, and Tammy Boggs will be called for the personal foul as she got the ball in the arm.
That's a situation where you try to tell your players, just stay there with your hands up. Eventually, they're going to get a 5-second call. Don't reach in and get an unnecessary foul, and that's what happened that time with Tammy. She reached in.
Rebound comes off for Cassandra Pettis. And this shot is good by Melissa Shelton. Shelton had 14 points in that victory yesterday. And she ties the game at 2 with 6:42 left. This game played Friday afternoon at the Robbins Center on the campus of the University of Richmond. Tammy Boggs from her spot hit it. That's Tammy's favorite spot to shoot, on the baseline, about 12 to 13 feet from the basket. This is Chantel Atkins. Now for 3, off the rim, no good. And the rebound is scrambled for, and we've got a jump ball between a pair of 10s, Nikki Reed and Chantel Atkins, two very good ball players. Arrow of possession points to that of Phoebus.
And we were told that they were a little undisciplined, and that was not the kind of shot that you want this point in the ball game, that long three-pointer.
Monica Hart gets the pass inside, and she is fouled. This will be on Berberick. That's her first personal foul. That'll be a player control foul. That's the first on the team. Boggs into Hart, steps around her defender, puts a shot up and doesn't go. Boggs with the rebound, and then a foul committed on her. Foul is on Tracy Atkins. That's her first.
And there was the replay on that.
Stepping to the free throw line will be Tammy Boggs. As we are having some audio problems here. We hope that your reception is all right. We're trying to work these things out. Got a little noise in the old system here.
Yeah, well, I wasn't sure if that was coming from me or you or who was that. But a little bit of static coming in there, but I think we got it cleared up. It sounded better all the time.
Seems like we might have a live mic open somewhere is what it sounds like. Boggs hits both free throws. She was 0 for 1 at the free throw line yesterday. Phoebus leads 6-2. Stolen inside. Reed fouled, nothing called. And then a traveling call will be made against Tracy Atkins. 5:45 left in the first quarter. 6-2 Phoebus. Phoebus undefeated, 28-0. And this team from Henrico is 26-1.
And nice feed by Nikki. She can see the whole court. As small as she is, she does a good job.
Juanita Cook gets her second bucket. That's 2 assists on Juanita's shots. A real low trajectory put up by Henrico. The shot comes back out. Rebound is knocked away, and back comes Tammy Boggs. She's got Athena Johnson on the left side, and she is fouled on the reach-in. Chantel Atkins will be called for the personal.
Put this on and listen to it.
Yes, way back in it.
Yeah.
5:12 left in the first. 8-2 Phoebus. This is Boggs as she is guarded by Atkins. Nikki Reed, Athena Johnson. Boggs from her spot. Got it.
And it's very important that she get off quick and get off early. And that's 2 in a row from that spot, and the 2 free throws. She is shooting the ball well.
Phoebus has raced out to an 8-point lead. Shot is short. Rebound comes off for Athena Johnson. Got a 3-on-1. Johnson has it knocked away, but retrieved by Boggs. And she'll shoot from inside and got it. 8 points for Tammy here in the first quarter. In less than 4 minutes, she has registered 8 points. For 3, this is Atkins. It doesn't go. Monica Hart has the board. And then she's fouled.
And Monica has got a lot of rebounds and have been fouled, and it hasn't called, so I know she's really glad about that call.
That'll be the second on Jennifer Burbrick. And a timeout has been called.
And they need to do something, down 10 already, and you're not even halfway through the first quarter. But Tammy's got how many points? Has already got 8. So she is 3 for 3 from the field. She's not 100% right now. But we have seen her where she scored 30 points.
Well, she and Reed both have had excellent seasons. This whole team has had a great season. But recently we saw Tammy score 30 points. I believe that was in a game against Denby, if memory serves me right. I'll have to check my notes on that. But, of course, yesterday afternoon, Nikki Reed scored 33 points. Boggs spots Nikki Reed. Reed will drive and shoot. Got it.
She'll take that ball right inside. We've seen that before, but she's not afraid to go right inside.
Deep in the corner, the shot is long. Athena Johnson with another rebound. She'll slow it down now. Nikki will spot Boggs, and Boggs took steps. 3:41 left here in the first quarter. Phoebus 14-2 on top of the Henrico Warriors. Inside, nice move by Tracy Atkins. Atkins had 17 in that victory over James Madison. You can see how she came up with some of those points. This is Athena Johnson. Now Nikki will set it up as she is the floor general. From 13, she's fouled. The ball just bounces away from the rim, so it won't go in.
But they're leaving that spot over. They're overloading to trying to keep the ball away from Monica Hart, and by doing that, they're opening up the wings. And Nikki just drove to the right side and put the shot up and was fouled.
Melissa Shelton called for her first. That's the team's 5th. So for the next 3 minutes and 5 seconds of this quarter and all of the second quarter, Phoebus will be shooting the bonus. Nikki hits the first. Substitutions now coming in for Henrico is Kim Hurt. And she replaces Jennifer Burbrick. Yes, AG.
Next time out, we've got Mr. and Mrs. Boggs. We might get a comment from.
All right, we'll keep that in mind definitely as Tammy has had a quick start this afternoon. Nikki Reed hits both free throws. And it's a 12-point lead, 16-4, Phoebus. Picked off by Juanita Cook. Goes into the backcourt.
And that could have been very well been called backcourt violation, but he evidently didn't figure she had control of the ball when she went across the court.
Chantel Atkins decided to shoot, but unfortunately she took steps first. 16-4. Phoebus looking for the rights to face Lake Braddock in the finals on Saturday. Lake Braddock defeated Menchville earlier this afternoon. Tammy Boggs left alone.
She gets just moving around, and Timmy is. I'm sorry, not Timmy.
I'm Timmy.
You're Timmy. No, Nikki is just picking the defense apart with her passes.
And a reach-in foul on Athena Johnson. That'll be her first. That's only the second foul against the team. And that'll make it a player control foul. Lake Braddock defeated Menchville 61-44. The outcome was never in doubt from early in the ball game. Lake Braddock, a definite strong contender for the state championship. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Phantoms.
Nikki Reed got a piece of that ball.
Nice.
That little gal is a good ball player, number 24 for Henrico.
Tracy Atkins with her second basket. Nice move by Johnson, but her shot is a little short.
You got to keep your head up, and she didn't do that. She didn't keep her head up.
Chantel Atkins gets her own rebound, follows up the shot. She's fouled. The basket goes.
That's a 4-point swing and could be a 5-point swing. Missing a layup down here at this other end.
Monica Hart called for the personal foul. Carleen Hargrave will come in the ball game, replacing Tammy. Atkins' free throw is no good. 18-8, Phoebus by 10. Reed shot too strong. A minute 15 to go in the first quarter. And we got a jump ball. The arrow of possession will give the ball to the Warriors. Warriors 26-1 under first-year head coach Rosemary Wheeler. Turnaround jumper is good by Tracy Atkins. That lead now cut to 8 points. So Phoebus, led by as many as 12, have seen the lead down to 8 with 55 seconds to go. Inside, the shot is no good, but Juanita Cook will get 2 shots. Kim Hurt commits the personal foul.
Phoebus is really passing the ball well, Tim. They're looking underneath the basket and finding the open person. And boom, right there. That'll plague this Henrico team down the stretch if they're in foul trouble.
2 shots coming for Juanita. She was 2 for 4 in the victory over Garfield. She hits the first.
That's, what did you call her?
Juanita Cook.
I thought that was Kool-Aid.
Juanita Kool-Aid Cook. You saw the replay of the last foul. Cook can't get the second one to go.
And Nikki Reed, the shortest person on the court, came down with the ball. But traveled in the process.
Long pass, 3/4 of the length of the court. Chantel Atkins, her shot is short. Off the glass and good for Melissa Shelton. 19-12, so Henrico now has cut that lead down to 7 as they've been whittling away at the Phoebus lead. And we continue to have audio problems, or at least I think we have, and we apologize if you're experiencing those at home. We're working on it. Johnson's pass, I started to say shot, into Juanita Cook. Cook puts it in.
And I think it was intended to be a pass, and it was tapped.
10 seconds remaining in the quarter. Atkins double teamed as she gets across the timeline. The ball is stolen. Chantel Atkins lost the ball, and the buzzer sounds ending the first quarter. So after 8 minutes of action, the Phantoms of Phoebus, leading by as many as 12 points, settle for a 9-point lead at the quarter break. And
I think we're going to AG.
All right, Tim, we got Jack Boggs and Pam Boggs, and up by 9, Jack.
Fantastic. Looks like the girls are really ready to play.
Tammy's got the shot on the mark so far.
Yeah.
What's the excitement level been around the Boggs house lately?
Very exciting, very hectic, and trying to keep up with Tammy's hard anyway.
What about this? She's staying up here this weekend, but y'all staying up here with her?
No, actually we're not. We're chaperones for the Phoebus band, so we're going back and forth each day.
Well, Tammy told us a week ago, I told her we weren't sure what game we were going to be here. She said, be sure you're there for the finals.
That's right. You can take her word for it. They're going to be here tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Tim, Bob, now back to you.
Thank you. And Tammy Boggs had a real nice first quarter. 10 points in the first. You can tell she loves this game. That's what really makes it. She has a good time out there.
Yeah, that's one thing that, that we can't forget about. This is a game.
Monica Hart took steps, but she got away with it.
She did take a little trip.
One giant step, one small step for mankind, as she took a couple of steps, but the officials let that one go. Athena Johnson with another rebound. How many has she got in the first half so far?
That's 3.
Yeah, she's been pretty dominant. She's been doing a good job on the boards. Boggs drives, shoots, it doesn't go.
But she was hit as she went up, and they didn't call it. But she was definitely fouled on that play.
23-11. Phoebus by 11 points at this point. Excuse me, 23-12. Carlene Hargrove will come in. Hargrave, excuse me. And Tammy will come out. Hargraves, who's had a real good second half of the season, she has been very instrumental in some of these Phoebus victories. Phoebus is not a one-dimensional team. Monica Hart inside, got it.
And they're going to have to stop her. And, of course, if you do, you put your fronter, then that frees up the outside shot for either Tammy or Nikki.
Atkins with a good turnaround jumper. Tracy Atkins has 8 points.
And she got hit in the face inadvertently.
Pass underneath for Juanita Cook. Kool-Aid flips it out for Nikki. Back to Athena. Play number 4 is called by Athena Johnson. Nikki Reed drives the baseline, kicks it back out to Johnson, and then Johnson took steps according to Linda Herf. First lady official we've seen during the playoffs. 6:14 remaining in the first half. 25-14 Phoebus. Tim Cole, Bob Hinson, A.G. Womble coming to you from the Robins Center at the University of Richmond. State semifinals, Group AAA girls. And the shot will count. So Kim Hurt put the shot up. It went. And she was fouled. Monica Hart is charged with her second personal foul. That is the 4th team foul. But a 2-shot foul, check that, a 1-shot foul on the 3-point play attempt coming. Kim Hurt's shot doesn't go, and Nikki chases down the rebound. It's a 3-on-2. Reed penetrates, gets fouled.
She is one tough competitor out there. You see her, you watch her face. She really knows what's going on out there. But like you said, both her and Tammy love this ball game because they really enjoy what they're doing out there.
Tammy Boggs back in the game. Carleen Hargraves will check out. 2 shots coming for Nikki. That's 3 for 3 for Nikki Reed so far. She's got 5 points in the ball game. 26-16, Phoebus by 10. They led by 9 after the first quarter. And Nikki continues to be hot from the free throw line. And then we got a backcourt violation. They stepped on the end line.
Well, neither one of them knew who was going to bring the ball in, and that was really you have 5 seconds. You just want to take a time, and here you see a good shot of the coach, first-year coach over there at Henrico, Rosemary Wheeler, and she just does an excellent job.
And now Phoebus returns the favor as they lose the inbounds pass. Back come the Warriors, trailing by 11, and then they throw it away.
Well, that's 3 turnovers in a row. It's uncharacteristic. Seeing that Phoebus team turn the ball over.
Between these two teams, they have won 54 ball games this year and only lost once.
That's unreal.
Nikki to Johnson. Boggs will pull from 13, off the rim, no good. Battling for the rebound is Juanita Cook, and she loses it to Atkins. Atkins harassed in the backcourt. Does a good job to get it to Melissa Shelton. She inadvertently hits Nikki in the eye. And from deep in the corner, the shot is good by Cassandra Pettis. That's her first basket of the game. And it's 27-18, back to a 9-point Phoebus lead. Henrico hanging tough. Inside, Juanita Cook is fouled, and I believe they'll say it was before the shot. Kim Hurt will be called for her second personal foul. So the fouls continue to mount for Henrico. They've got 3 players now with 2 fouls. That would be Melissa Shelton, Jennifer Berberick, who's on the bench, and Kim Hurt. We'll watch the replay on the foul here.
And watch this pass. Tammy could very well shot it. Just gets it inside. And right there, she looked like, to me, it was almost, could have been called, the basket could have been called good. It was a very close foul before the shot.
Kind of a continuation play, I guess you might call it. And Juanita Cook hits both free throws. I hear AG, but I don't see him.
Real nice guy. I see him all the time. They give me 5 tickets. Oh, great. But Lowell, he said that none of the principals had any tickets. I mean, it was
You're
hard
coming
to
through,
get,
You're coming through loud and clear, AG. Stolen underneath. Tammy Boggs had it for a moment, but she lost it. And then is put in by Tracy Atkins. Atkins with 10 points here in the first half. 29-20. Again, it goes seesawing back and forth between 9 and 11 points.
And this is a scrappy team Henrico's got.
Nikki puts it up. Will it count? It went in. No basket. They're going to say 1 and 1. It was a foul before the shot. Cassandra Pettis is whistled down for her first personal.
Well, there's another one of those situations where it could very well have been a basket.
Nikki has got the rhythm today. She is 5 for 5 from the free throw line.
Oh, we have talked about this before, but we've seen her go 10 for 10 and 10 for 11 on two separate occasions.
So Reed continues to pop them in. She has 8 points, 6 of those from the free throw line. And then we've got a traveling call. Tracy Atkins saying she did not turn it over, but the official, Mike Akers, says, oh, yes, you did. 31-20, Phoebus by 11, looking to stretch that lead. We saw a glimpse of the very end of that last foul. Pass underneath for Juanita Cook. She's triple team, kicks it back to Boggs as they move the ball around. And an offensive foul on Nikki Reed.
That's a bad call because the number 14 for the Henrico had not even set yet. Cassandra Pettis hadn't even set. Well, that's all right.
Mike Talon didn't like the call much either. Reed bats the ball away and then finally controls it, and then she's fouled by Melissa Shelton. That'll be 3 on Melissa Shelton.
And they're very upset over there on that side.
It's her third personal. Nikki Reed.
Almost 4 minutes remaining in the first half as Melissa Shelton, who scored 14 points in their victory over James Madison, has picked up her 3rd personal foul. And Nikki finally misses from the free throw line. We'll get a chance to look at it in just a moment as the ball goes out of bounds. Well, here's the foul that you saw committed against Reed. 31-20.
Tim.
Yes, AG.
At halftime, we're sitting up here. Dr. Musselman and a former coach will have a few comments on the first half action.
All right, we look forward to hearing from you and Dr. Don Musselman at halftime. We're 3:23 away from halftime. And Reed gets the rebound, and a foul is charged. See who they call this one on.
Well, this is a team that could really be their own worst enemy if they get into foul trouble. Because with this Phoebus team, as well as they are coached, they will make you foul them if you're trying to do a catch-up.
We'll watch a replay of the foul here. As Nikki Reed is back on target with the first free throw. There you saw, as you may have seen on your screen, the foul.
I don't know if you realize, if you were watching that replay, you saw Nikki Reed. The first thing she did was look for her like number on the other side and block her out and get in position to rebound that ball, and that's exactly what she did.
Henrico might have gotten a break. Looked like the foul was on 23, and they called it on 32. And a three-pointer put up by Tracy Atkins. 13 points for Tracy Atkins in the first half. She's been the bright spot for her team as she's got 13 of their 23. Reed looking inside, kicks it out to Johnson. Reed to Johnson as Boggs is on the right side. Tammy feeds Monica Hart, and we've got traveling before the shot. So 2 of the Henrico Warriors have 3 personal fouls here in the first half. Kim Hurt with 3, Melissa Shelton with 3, and 2 on Jennifer Burbick. So they're in a little bit of foul trouble. And Tammy Boggs will be whistled out for her second personal foul.
This is a tough little Henrico. Mike Talon can't get his girls to put them away. They'll get about a 12, 13, 14-point lead, and then boom, they're right back into it. Now cut it down to 12 with that long three-pointer. Now they're back on the foul line.
Cassandra Pettis at the free throw line. With the 1-and-1, she will not get the bonus as she misses. Phoebus 2-on-2. Reed will get left alone, and you can't do that. You leave Nikki alone 10 feet from the basket, and you're going to probably look at 2 points. Tracy Atkins is fouled. That might be on Monica Hart.
I think it's on number 24, if I'm not mistaken, for the Warriors. Let's see what the referee does for the Phantoms.
This referee doesn't give signals with his hands to tell who it is, but it is in fact
on Juanita Cook.
On Juanita Cook.
Tracy Atkins is at the line.
So 24, foul 24. We'll watch the replay of the foul.
I don't know if that wasn't a good defensive play. Oh, we have just got the word. We got Slow-Mo Joe back with us. Great to have him back. Vacationing him up in D.C.
Just jetted in from D.C., I think. That's Joe Lewis for those of you who are regular viewers of Hampton City Schools basketball and football games. Slow-Mo Joe has done a super job for us. Our crew has done a great job so far this weekend. They always do.
Tammy was trying to force the ball in that time. She just should have moved the ball around. Don't force anything. That number 24 from Henrico, that's Tracy Atkins, can really shoot that outside shot. She's got 10 points.
She got 2 3-pointers, and it's a 10-point lead. Atkins with 17 points here in the first half. Athena Johnson with 2. So Johnson gets her first bucket of the ball game. She averages a little more than 6 during the regular season. And with 1:25 to go, it's back to a 12-point Phoebus lead, and then we've got a traveling call. Turnover will give the ball to the Phantoms as Carleen Hargraves will come in. Tammy Boggs will get a blow. So the team on the court now for the Phantoms, Hargraves, Johnson, and Keisha Reese has also come in, replacing Juanita Cook, Monica Hart, and Nikki Reed. As the Phantoms spread it out. One minute remaining in the half. Ball knocked away by Henrico. Jennifer Berberick back in the ball game, playing with 2 personal fouls. Without Tracy Atkins, Henrico would be getting ready to pack their bags and head back home.
Yes, that's right.
17 points for her. No one else has more than 4. .50 seconds to go. 39-27. Phoebus by 12. Keisha Reese plays catch with Johnson. Johnson hounded by Chantel Atkins. Johnson may have gotten away with a double dribble there. Ball comes loose. This is Tracy Atkins. She has been on fire. And she runs over Nikki Reed. Don't count the basket. And Nikki Reed took a charge from a pretty big girl.
Woo! Boy, I don't know if Slow-Mo's got that or not, but boy, she really took a shot.
All right, let's watch it again. Slow-Mo says, what do you think? I got it or not? Watch this. Now, Nikki Reed is there. She is there, and she gets run over. So Nikki pays the price at both ends of the court. Nikki Reed is the kind of ball player that any coach would love to have. 16 seconds remaining. Turnover gives the ball back to Henrico. They spot Burbick all alone underneath, and her shot won't go. Hart back to Reed. 9 seconds. 39-27. Reed, Johnson, left side, good. And a buzzer sounds, ending the first half. So Reed will get the assist. And at halftime, the Phoebus Phantoms lead by 14, 41-27. And let's go across the court right now to A.G. Womble, and he's got Dr. Don Musselman, the superintendent.
Tim, we do have Don, of course, former basketball coach. We're up by about 14. Don, your thoughts on that first half?
Well, you know, Henrico's pressing us, half court. Then they're falling back into a zone. But we're still able to work that ball inside, even though they've got a zone. So that's looking good. But what I think they've got to do is number 24. This girl is trying to do it by herself for Henrico. If they stop her, I think they've got it.
Tammy Boggs hit several key baskets early, but Nikki has been playing a great game as all season.
Oh, yeah, she's fighting like a little wildcat on defense and stealing that ball.
Took that charge.
Oh, yeah. That's the price she got up from that. Because, I mean, that was tough.
Don, we mentioned it yesterday, but we got a chance for 2 Hampton teams to be in the state finals tomorrow.
Hey, that'd be fantastic. You know, of course, Hampton Grabbers got their work cut out tonight because South Lakes really has a terrific team. Plus, the first game, who Phoebus will play tomorrow night, is tough.
Don, final comment on the way up. Bob Hintz told me he's responsible for getting you here to Hampton. What did he mean by that?
Well, I tell you, Bob looked out for me in the old days. You know, we worked together.
Back in the late 40s, early 50s?
Oh, no. Back in the 60s. I taught Bob everything he knows, so he's going to make it.
All right. Thanks a lot. Don Musselman.
Oh, you put me on the spot, A.J. Well, Tim, the Phoebus had 12 rebounds, and Henrico had 10, so there was no outstanding statistics there. One favors one team or the other.
Well, the statistics on the scoreboard are, of course, the ones that count. And at halftime, the Phantoms lead by 14, 41-27. We'll return to Robbins Center with the second half of action. But first, let's take a brief timeout. There you see the score at halftime. The Lady Phantoms 41, Henrico Warriors 27. Back at the Robbins Center on the campus of the University of Richmond. Tim Cole, Bob Hintz, A.G. Womble here to bring you the semifinal action between the Phantoms and the Warriors of Henrico. Scoring at halftime real quickly for you, 12 each for Tammy Boggs and Nikki Reed, 9 for Juanita Cook, 2 each for Athena Johnson, Keisha Reese, and 4 points from Monica Hart. On the other side, the Warriors were paced with 17 from Tracy Atkins, including 2 3-pointers. 4 points for Melissa Shelton, just 2 points from Chantel Atkins, who had 18 in that victory over James Madison. 2 points for Cassandra Pettis and 2 points for Kim Hurt. We are underway as the Warriors will have the ball to start the second half, trailing by 14. This shot from Atkins, well outside the 3-point range, just misses off the front of the rim.
But that was from downtown. That was a pro 3-pointer.
Boggs has the ball knocked away as she penetrates. Back come the Warriors, 3-on-2. Right side turnaround jumper is good by Melissa Shelton. Shelton playing with 3 personal fouls, as is Kim Hurt. Nobody on the Phoebus team has more than 2. And Monica Hart and Tammy Boggs, in fact, do each have 2. This is Hart. Turnaround jumper is off the mark. Rebound by Juanita Cook, put back. I said Monica Hart, I meant Juanita Cook. Juanita Cook now with 11 points. Shot no good. Little Nikki Reed, outlet pass for Athena Johnson. She's all alone, and she puts it up. No good. Follow shot by Juanita Cook is good. So Cook opens the second half with 2 quick baskets, and Phoebus is up by 16. Atkins, 3-pointer, no good. Back come the Phantoms, 3-on-2. Johnson on the right, Cook on the left. Pass goes to Cook, she can't get to it, as Nikki's bounce pass was just a little bit long.
Well, it looks like what Henrico's doing is they're coming back out and they're firing the 3-pointers up, trying to get back in this ball game quick.
Atkins dishes off to Melissa Shelton, and she connects. So Shelton hits 4 points early in the second half. 45-31, a 14-point lead for the Phantoms. This game, the winner of this game will play Lake Braddock for the state championship Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. right here at the Robbins Center. Hart way outside, guarded by Burbrick. Ball is tipped into the backcourt. No, they say, in fact, it was not tipped.
And that was just not a real good pass by Monica Hart. And it just looked like Phoebus was a little bit confused on what they wanted to accomplish offensively and threw the ball away.
6 minutes and a second remain here in the third quarter. There you see the score as you look into the huddle of the Henrico Warriors, having only been beaten 1 time this year. That loss came at the hands of Petersburg High School, a 4-point loss in the next to the last regular season game for the Warriors of Henrico. Good crowd on hand for the Phoebus Phantoms for this afternoon's game.
Well, they brought their band up, and 2 or 3 busloads of youngsters came up with them also.
We will be here tonight for the game between the Hampton Crabbers and their opponent, Southlake, which is going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to it.
I am too. That is going to be a game. That Southlake's got a good team. Of course, we know the Crabbers have got a good team.
Pass inside. We've got double dribble. Next time we have a break here, we'll run down some of the official statistics for you. Shooting percentages for the first half. Nikki Reed shoots from 13. It's off the mark. In the ball game now for the Phantoms. And hitting from outside is Tammy Boggs. Shavanka Chapman, number 14, has come in for Juanita Cook. Check that, Juanita's in the ball game. She's come in for Johnson.
No, she came in for Monica Hart.
I get it right yet. She's not in there for Johnson at all. You're right, Monica Hart. Left side feed for Boggs. She switches hands on the dribble, gets her own rebound, and she'll set it back up. Athena Johnson. Nikki Reed calls for the ball. She gets it. Gives to Juanita Cook. To Johnson. Johnson will fire off the glass too strong. And Atkins comes back. Tracy Atkins with 17 points. She'll shoot from 14 on the running one-hander. It's no good. Then she pushes Juanita Cook to get to the ball. An obvious foul on Tracy Atkins. That'll be her third. And I was checking during halftime. You know, you saw Nikki Reed take that charge at the waning moments of the first half. Atkins is 165 pounds. She's no little young lady. We'll watch a replay of that last foul.
And she puts the ball up very quick, and that's a runner. That's a tough shot for anybody.
Now watch right here. She will just shove.
Really just shoves. A good job, Joe. Lewis, we're glad to have you back in the truck.
Tammy Boggs gives to Athena Johnson. Reed is on the right side. Cook on the left. Hart now comes out to the top of the free throw line. On the weave, and we've got a foul away from the ball. And if it is on, well, let's see. I'll wait and see exactly who they call it on.
On number 11, I believe.
Yeah, that's Tamara Jordan, who just came in the ball game for Henrico. I was going to say, in the area was Melissa Shelton, who has 3 personals. Had it been her, that would have been real trouble for Henrico. Back come the Warriors, 47-31. And a three-pointer, again, Tracy Atkins. 20 points, there you see her, Tracy Atkins with 3 three-pointers. That'll cut that lead down in a hurry, 47-34, as Phoebus has been unable to shake this Henrico team. Good move underneath by Athena Johnson. She's got 4 points. Atkins again for 3. Almost put that one in. Hart back in the ball game, gets the rebound. .335 remaining in the third quarter, 49-34. As Phoebus now spreads it out. Johnson gets a moving pick from Nikki Reed, but the foul will be charged away from the ball. And that is Melissa Shelton's 4th personal foul. That's only the 3rd team foul. Nikki Reed shoots, no good. Monica Hart went over the back to get the rebound. I believe they're going to call it on her. Here you saw a replay of the foul on Melissa Shelton. While we were showing you that play underneath, Monica Hart got tangled up, went over the back of the Henrico player and picked up foul number 3. Chantel Atkins still with just 2 points. Dishes off. Shot is short. Athena Johnson, good dribble. Spots Nikki Reed from 5. Got it. Her first points of the second half. Ball is knocked away, controlled by the Phantoms. Juanita Cook drives, stops, shoots. It doesn't go, but she's fouled.
But that's just straight hustle by Nikki Reed and company. Phoebus already has 10 rebounds this quarter, 2 for Henrico, and that's because Henrico was shooting a lot of outside shots and not getting them to fall. And here's a replay on that. She fakes it, and oh boy, she got all arm. Almost got the bounce.
Foul is on Chantel Atkins. She's got 2 personal fouls. She scored 18 points as we watch the cheerleaders from Phoebus. Yesterday, AG had a chance to talk to the Phoebus cheerleaders and get all their names, and had a chance to watch them perform over at the Arthur Ashe Center. I want to thank the fine folks at Arthur Ashe Center again for all of their cooperation in our efforts to set up.
You better thank the people here.
Oh, I have, but I will again.
You know what I'm talking about, right? You sold your ticket or something.
That's not true.
I know, it isn't. But they were very gracious and didn't give you a real hard time to give you another pass.
Well, you can tell those ex-teachers because they said, well, don't do that again, and he smacked me on the hand, so I can always tell.
Of course, the bad thing about that, Tim, was you couldn't get into where the goodies are in the hospitality room.
We're talking about the important stuff here, guys. Juanita Cook has 14 points, one of her better outputs recently. In the first half of this ball game, Phoebus hit 41% of their shots. Excuse me. Henrico hit 41% of their shots, while Phoebus hit 64% in the first half. So you're not going to lose a lot of ball games when you hit 64%. Chantel Atkins doubles her output. She's got 4, and it's 53-36. Tammy Boggs will shoot. No good. Monica Hart with the board. Turnaround jumper. No good. Juanita Cook put it up, and it was knocked loose.
Oh, that should have been a foul.
Well, she got the ball, but she looked like she might have had a lot of arm, too. The official ruled it was a clean block. The ball will belong to the Phantoms. Johnson will trigger underneath. Cook got it this time. So Juanita Cook, averaging more than 13 points a game during the regular season, has 17 in the ball game, and she takes over the individual scoring lead for the Phantoms. Turnaround jumper is short. Boggs blocked out nicely and then drew the foul. Cassandra Pettis.
And that's one thing that I have talked about all year, but I need to emphasize it again, is how well fundamentally this Phoebus team is coached. They look to block out on the boards, to get good position. They look to help on defense. They're always doing the fundamental things correctly, and that's why they are a good team. And that's where you take your hat off to the coaching staff over there. Mike Talon and Coach Morrow do an excellent job.
Henrico in serious foul problems here. They have 5 team fouls, as you see Tammy Boggs hit the front end of the 1-and-1. Only 1 team foul against the Phantoms with 2:15 to go here in the third quarter. 56-36, the biggest lead of the ball game, a 20-point bulge for the Phantoms. And Tammy adds to that as she now has 16. Reed has 14, and Juanita Cook has 17. So they're getting the points from the people they need, and Athena Johnson tries to run through the pick, and she'll be picked up for her second personal foul. Player control foul.
And that right there is just when you need a teammate to help you, to let you know that there is a pick there so that you don't pick up that cheap foul.
Inside it goes. Tracy Atkins gets an air ball this time. Been very few and far between that she's missed. Pass is picked off by Atkins. She continues to show why she is a premier ball player for Henrico. She is fouled when she put the ball up, nothing called. Her sister, Chantel Atkins, got the rebound. Now again, Tracy Atkins knocks it loose, but it comes into the hands of Athena Johnson. It's a 4-on-1 pass behind Nikki, but Tammy gets it, kisses it off the glass, gets her own rebound, and now the Phantoms will set it up. 1:25 remaining in the third quarter, 57-36, a 21-point lead for the Phantoms. Monica Hart from 10 feet, can't get it to go. Back come the Warriors. And Atkins is run over by Juanita Cook. That'll be the second on Juanita. Mike Talon didn't see that play quite the same way we did.
Yeah, but it was an obvious foul.
Mike upset with something. He may be upset with something else because that one really was quite obvious.
Well, I think he's upset with what was going on with the team out there, not the foul. But you can see she stops there, and boom, it's obvious that she was.
Ball picked off by Nikki. Put it up, yes. 16 points for Nikki Reed.
And she just got hit again in the face by the shoulder.
Chantel Atkins hits. (59-38), Phoebus by 21. Inside of a minute to go in the third quarter. Boggs pulls up, passes underneath. Easy bucket for Juanita Cook. Number 24 has 19 points and then a double dribble, turn the ball over.
And that's just frustration. That is frustration. Phoebus is really starting to put the big hurting on the Warriors right now.
Boggs pass inside, gets away from Hart. Chantel Atkins shoots from the free throw line. It's off the heel of the rim, no good. Her sister Tracy gets it, she can't put it in. And little Nikki Reed comes away with the rebound. Her outlet pass is knocked out of bounds.
Tim.
Yes, sir, AG.
At the third quarter, we've got some of the Phantom supporters here that we might get a couple comments from.
All right, we'll be happy to go to you in just 10 seconds. So stand by as the Phantoms now will probably shoot for the last shot. Carlene Hargrave is in the ball game. Tammy Boggs shoots at the buzzer, in and out. So after 3 quarters of play, the Phantoms scored 20 points in the third quarter, while only 11 for Henrico, and they lead 61-38. Up to you, AG.
All right, Tim, we got some of the Phantom supporters over here, alumni and current students. Let's get some of these names here.
Kenny Scott, DJ Ross, Connie Hopper.
All right, we've got a few football players here, and Kevin, former Phantom, your thoughts here so far?
This is really a blowout right now. They're winning by 23 points, and it's pretty academic from here. So I think Phoebus is going to go into the state championship game against Lake Brother.
All right, let's see who else we have here. I'm over here to Tim and Bob's right. All right, who else we have here supporting for the Phantoms today? All right, any predictions on how far this team can go?
They can win the state if they play like this tomorrow night.
Okay, a lot of support over here, Tim, Bob, and they think they're going all the way. Back to you.
You're laid back.
He looks really comfortable over there.
You look too comfortable. Couldn't find you.
It's almost a game to see if we can find out where AG is.
Yeah, Phoebus got 17 rebounds that quarter to 5, so they out-rebounded by 12 rebounds, and that's the big difference in that quarter. And they've opened up a tremendous lead here.
Valerie Brown fouls Nikki Reed. That's her first. Phoebus has yet to commit 5 team fouls as of the start here of the fourth quarter. Reed continues her mastery from the free throw line. She's 9 for 10 from the charity stripe. Reed with 33 points yesterday. She's got 17 so far with almost 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Reed has this one rimmed the bucket. 62-38. Phoebus with a 24-point lead. Tracy Atkins throws up an air ball.
And she just forcing that shot. There was 2 girls right on her, and she just is forcing it.
Atkins had 17 in the first half, only 3 in the third quarter as Mike Talon undoubtedly adjusted on her and prevented her from getting but just 1 basket. Carlene
nice
Hargrave.
Drive. Just didn't get the ball to drop, but that was a good drive.
Juanita Cook guarding against Atkins. Now she's double teamed. Off the glass, Cassandra Pettis. She had 2 in the first half, so she doubles her scoring totals. And it's a 22-point lead for Phoebus. 62-40, 6:52 left in the fourth quarter. Game played Friday afternoon, the 10th of March, 1989, the semifinals of the Group AAA girls. And Nikki Reed intercepts the pass. She puts it up and in.
She is all over like a little water bug.
19 points for Nikki. Atkins will fire. It's off the front of the rim, and little Nikki Reed does it all. With the rebound outlet pass, Hargraves is fouled. And that'll be the 5th and final foul on Melissa Shelton. So Shelton, who had 14 points, fouls out of the ball game. 14 points yesterday, has 8 points today against Phoebus, and that'll be all she wrote for Melissa Shelton. We'll watch the replay of the foul. Carleen Hargraves goes down the court, and Melissa Shelton moving, blocked her before the shot. She'll get 1 and 1. And she will not get a bonus. She misses the front end. The ball goes out of bounds, last touched by the Phantoms. Athena Johnson will come back in for Carleen Hargraves.
Rebound.
Keisha Reese also in the ball game now. So it's Boggs, Reed, Reese, Hart, and Johnson for the Phantoms. Inside of 6 minutes to go, 64-40. Phoebus en route to a clash with Lake Braddock at 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon for the state championship. The matchup they've been looking forward to, and we have too. Keisha Reese has the shot blocked by Tracy Atkins. Chantel Atkins guarded by Johnson. Cassandra Pettis' shot doesn't go. We've got a whistle underneath, though. Keisha Reese called for her first personal foul. It's only the 4th team foul, as coming in now for the Phantoms, Shavanka Chapman replaces Keisha Reese. Tammy Boggs goes down. A shot is an air ball. Valerie Brown gives outside, and a three-pointer by Chantel Atkins. So 11 points for Chantel. Check that, 9 points for Chantel Atkins. Back come the Warriors. Tracy Atkins for 2. 22 points for Tracy, 9 for her sister Chantel. And they have pretty much been the scoring totals for Henrico. 64-45. They have cut the lead to 19. Monica Hart forces the shot up. Doesn't go. Rebound comes off for Kim Hurt. Pass down court is picked off by Athena Johnson. Boggs to Johnson. And a foul on Chantel Atkins. That'll be number 3 on Atkins.
And Phoebus will be in the 1-and-1. I mean, they have been shooting 1-and-1 since well into the 3rd quarter. And the next foul that they commit will put Henrico on the line.
Watch the replay of the foul. Fairly obvious.
Boom. Smacked her in her head.
In your face. Athena Johnson will get 1-and-1.
She is such a nonchalant player out there. I don't know if you picked it up, but she just is, you know, she doesn't look like she'd get upset. She just kind of goes with the flow. And
you know, we might take a minute to kind of discuss what we saw of Lake Braddock, who will apparently will be the opponent for Phoebus in the championship game. We'll watch the replay of that last foul. Watch as Johnson holds the ball up and Atkins just pops her right in the side of the head. The Atlantic impressed me.
Oh, they can move up and down the court real well. They're a fast breaking team, and they're a pretty good sized team. They got some pretty good sized girls. It'll be a tremendous matchup for Phoebus, but you know, we look at it, look what Phoebus has got to do. You look at it from Lake Braddock, there's that, look what we got to play against, because this is an awesome team, this Phoebus girls, so it's going to be a classic. I mean, you've probably got the two best teams in the state, barring none, meeting for the championship. And of course, we're 4:23 away from deciding this game, but with a 20-point lead, unless there's a miracle in the offering, I don't see Henrico doing anything but had a good season. When you get to the Final Four, you've had a good season.
Johnson now will try the other side of the 1-and-1, and she misses this one. 65-45. Chantel Atkins drives, shoots, it doesn't go. Inside, Tracy Atkins is fouled. Nikki Reed charged with her second personal foul. That is, in fact, the 5th team foul. So now 2 shots coming for Atkins, but Henrico will be shooting the bonus from this point on. The ball bounced 3 times and went out.
That ball bounced all around and still didn't go in.
Second shot is short, but the rebound comes off to Henrico. And finally, Monica Hart controls the second rebound. And then she's fouled from behind by Cassandra Pettis. That'll be her third.
Henrico fouls on number 14, Cassandra Pettis is her third. Monica Hart at the line for Phoebus, 1-and-1.
1-and-1 coming from Monica. She's got 4 points. All of those coming in the first half. In and out. So the pace has calmed itself down, but when you consider that both of these teams played less than 24 hours ago, and then the winner has to turn around and play again 24 hours from now, these girls may be conserving a little bit of their energy. They may be just running out of gas in general. Hart blocks a shot. Back come the Phantoms. Johnson's outlet pass is intercepted by Tracy Atkins. And then Atkins was fouled by Johnson. That's Athena's third personal foul. And going to the free throw line will be Atkins, and she so far is 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Sure, stay tuned for some interviews at the conclusion of this game. Mike Talon and the Lady Phantoms will be interviewed by A.G. Womble. We hope you'll stay tuned for those interviews. Going to try and get some of the ladies that have contributed very well to this team that may not have been interviewed recently. Get Monica Hart out there and Athena Johnson and some others. As
Carleen Hargrave.
Johnson is fouled. That is foul number 4 on Chantel Atkins.
AG, maybe you can find out why she's known as Kool-Aid Johnson. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, Bob, I've asked several people. No one seems to know yet, but
she would know.
Yes, she would.
Monica Hart comes out. Carleen Hargraves comes in.
This will be 1-and-1.
Johnson with the 1-and-1. 3:07 remaining. And she'll get the bonus. 6 points for Athena. An intricate part of this team. This is a very well-balanced team. You get your scoring from almost anyone, any given time. And they all rebound well. They all steal the ball well.
Fundamentally, very sound ball players, all of them.
A lot of credit to go to Mike Talon. Inbounds pass is stolen, and then Tammy thought about what she was going to do and kind of moved that pivot foot a bit.
Yeah, she did, and she knew it. She just kind of closed her eyes and said, oh, she caught me.
3 minutes remaining, 67-45. Blocked by Juanita Cook, and then she's called for the foul. Good block, but she got her with the body, and that'll be 3 on Juanita.
Well, with a 22-point lead, it's almost academic at this point with 2:56 to go.
Henrico brings in Sheena Anderson for the first time this afternoon. Chantel Atkins misses the front end. She's got 9 points, including a 3-pointer. She and her sister, Tracy, have combined for 31 of their team's 45 points. Stolen, put up by Chantel, off the rim, no good. And finally, Carleen Hargraves brings it down for the Phantoms. She is triple teamed. She trips it out to Athena Johnson. Nikki calls for the ball. Carleen Hargraves will shoot from 12, no good. And back come the Warriors. Looks like Phoebus might have just run a little bit out of gas here, Bob. They're kind of slowing down on us. Tracy Atkins.
Well, that was not a shot that Mike would wanted Carleen to take, and he just wants to run as much time off the clock as he can, I'm sure.
20-point lead with 2 and some change left. Phoebus has got it spread out. They don't care if they take any more shots. They don't need any more points. Tammy Boggs, 2. 18 for Tammy Boggs, 19 for Nikki Reed, 19 for Juanita Cook. Atkins continues to shoot. This one won't go. The rebound put up by Pettis, no good. And finally controlled by Juanita Cook, and she's fouled in the backcourt. 1:35 remaining in this ball game, and Phoebus will advance to the finals against Lake Braddock.
It's very unusual. He brought a ball player off the bench. Cassandra Pettis has gotten 7 rebounds in this 4th quarter alone.
AG, one of the questions you might think about asking Mike Talon is, did he feel like maybe the girls ran out of gas here in the 4th quarter? They look a little tired. And of course, they'll be so pumped up with adrenaline tomorrow, it really won't make much difference because they could play 3 games against Lake Braddock tomorrow. This is what they've worked for all year long.
Amen on that.
Should be a barn burner tomorrow.
Oh, it should be. I'm really looking forward to that one. Carleen Hargraves gets her name in the scorebook. That's her first points of the night. 71-47. Phoebus up on top by 24. Tracy Atkins, her shot doesn't go. We've got a foul underneath. It's going to go against Henrico.
Number 13, I believe, is the foul was called on.
Anitra Archer called for the personal foul. Keisha Reese will step to the free throw line with the 1-and-1. 1:08 remaining, 71-47. Phoebus has dominated the game, as they have all year. Reese misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Atkins for 3. It's short. Gets her own rebound. She's all over the court. I'm impressed with her play. And we've got a foul on Reese. That'll be her second. So Mike Akers spots the foul as Reese was clearing out. And now Mike Talon will clear the bench, bring in some of the deserved reserves. Nicole Benjamin and Noelle Blanc will come in. Nikki Reed and Nikki Reed and Athena Johnson, the only remaining starters on the floor. I'm not sure.
Well, it never hit the rim, so it goes out of bounds to Phoebus.
I see.
It's got to hit iron.
Even if it hit the backboard, wasn't it live?
Well, he said it didn't.
I know. It hit the backboard. We've got a 3-second violation against the Phantoms. 42 seconds remaining, 71-47. Light up that cigar there, Red.
Yes, sir.
Atkins again for 3, got it.
Right off the backboard.
So Tracy Atkins can shoot the eye out of that thing, but she's just unable to carry her team all by herself. 27 points for Atkins. This is Atkins intercepting the pass. 15 seconds to go. She'll again fire for 3 off the heel of the rim. Chased down by Carleen Hargraves. 3-on-1. Hargraves forgets the ball. And then she forwards it to Athena Johnson. Underneath, off the glass and good. Nicole Benjamin scores at the buzzer. And the final score, Phoebus 73, Henrico 50, as the Phantoms bury Henrico by 23 points. Please stay tuned. AG is working his way across the court as we speak with a chance to talk to Mike Talon. He will probably have Juanita Cook and maybe Athena Johnson, and I think he's going to try and get Monica Hart as well. Talk to some of the victorious and undoubtedly elated Phoebus Phantoms as they will face Lake Braddock Saturday afternoon here at the Robbins Center. AG, I think you got Mike Talon there?
Right, Mike took early control, but then got a little tired there at the end.
We didn't get tired, we got lazy. We just got, no, we didn't get tired, we got lazy. That's exactly what happened. We do that every time we get a good run on somebody. We think, the game's over and we relax. And they just got to learn against good competition, you don't relax.
All right, you're in the finals. That's where you want to be at this time.
Yeah, that's where I want to be. We're going to play the team I wanted to play. And all we've heard all year long was Lake Braddock, Lake Braddock, Lake Braddock. And, now we'll see what Phoebus can do with Lake Braddock.
All right, we watched them earlier. They do have a pretty good team. We saw them.
They've got a very good team. They're not pretty good, they're very good.
All right, this young lady here, Monica Hart, tremendous rebounding not only today but the last several games. A lot of aggressive play. Monica, your thoughts on today's game?
Well, I got kind of frustrated. I could have done much better, but I got kind of frustrated.
We thought you did quite a bit.
Thank you.
The defense was great early.
Yeah, until I got, like I said, frustrated with myself.
What are your thoughts about tomorrow?
Well, I'm going to be up for it. That's all I can say.
Y'all weren't tired in the fourth quarter?
No, not really.
Okay, so you ready for tomorrow?
Yes.
All right, now this young lady, Althena, come on in here. Althena is kind of the quiet person on this team. Don't hear a lot from her, but gets the job done.
Well, AG, where'd she get that name Kool-Aid? That's the only thing I had.
Right, we want to know where you got the name Kool-Aid.
My smile.
Her smile. Okay, we should have guessed that. What was the key to the defense tonight?
Just contain them. Just contain them and not let them get an easy shot. Always have a hand in their face.
Okay, what about tomorrow night's game? That's what y'all been working for all year.
Same philosophy.
Defense?
Defense.
Defense wins ball games?
Yes, it does.
All right, well, we're happy to find out where that Kool-Aid name came from. I'll tell you, we've been worrying about that for the last 2 or 3 weeks. Nobody knew.
Mm-hmm. My smile. On a Kool-Aid jug, this big smile.
Okay. All right, we hope to have a big smile tomorrow.
Yes, you will.
All right, thank you. Mike, you've been here once before. Well, wait a minute. Is this your...
4 times.
4 times. Yeah. How does this team compare with some of those other teams, Mike?
Best one I've had. I think it's the best one Phoebus has had. Some people may say that the team in, I guess, first few years could compare with it, but I think as far as being well balanced with size, speed, and inside and outside play, I think this one's probably the best.
Nikki and Tammy, another great effort from them today.
Yeah, Nikki's been playing super. Tammy's been playing offensively real well, and if we can get her to concentrate a little bit more on defense and rebound a little bit, we'll be in good shape.
Nikki took tremendous charge. We were glad to see her get up.
Yeah, she told me in the locker room, she said, that'll be the last time I stand in front of that girl.
Like a train coming.
Like a train, yeah. That girl can play.
Mike, we appreciate you letting us work tomorrow.
I appreciate you being here. I appreciate us being here.
All right, good luck to you tomorrow, Mike.
Thanks a lot.
Mike Talon.
Thank you, AG.
All right, AG, thank you. And we really appreciate the words from very happy. He's conservatively happy because, of course, getting here is all important and it makes you feel good, but they want that championship tomorrow.
Well, absolutely, Tim, but it's been everybody has said all year long, Lake Braddock, Lake Braddock, Lake Braddock, because they have been ranked in the top 25 of the USA Today poll, and Phoebus is just getting mentioned, and here they are undefeated. You made it all the way to the finals, so hey, we want our name. We want to let people know who we are.
Yep. And AG is over to our right. He's got Tammy Boggs, who had 18 points on the afternoon. We'll see if she can get a word or two from Tammy. She was absolutely elated yesterday. We said earlier, she likes to play this game. This is fun for her, and that's the way it should be.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment exactly.
Well, the Phantoms have moved to 29-0, and Tammy is going to say a word to AG for us.
Tammy, finals tomorrow. You said a couple weeks ago, be sure we're at the finals tomorrow. We're going to be here.
Yes, most definitely. Lake Braddock.
You were hitting early. Got good rotation on the ball.
Thank you. I just, thought I tried to concentrate there again on coming out and hitting my shots, because a lot of times, if Nikki will come out or Juanita, just anybody that comes out in the beginning of the game really likes hit a couple of shots in the beginning, hey, our momentum just picks up.
Defense has got you here so far. Defensive effort today was just unbelievable.
Yes, Coach Allen has always told us the defense wins championships, offense wins games. So, hey, defense is going to hopefully win us the championship.
All right. Did you get to watch Lake Braddock any?
Yes, we did get to watch Lake Braddock. They're a very good team, very disciplined. They have a lot of balance, and I think it'll be a pretty good matchup.
What do you think will be the Phoebus game plan?
Well, I don't really know. Coach Allen hasn't given us any indication. I just know his most thing will be play with your heart, play with your feet, play defense.
Great game. We're looking forward to tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right, Tammy Boggs.
All right, and we echo those sentiments as a very happy and a most vivacious Tammy Boggs is happy to be where she is. She's in the finals, and that's what she's been looking for, as this Phoebus team has all year.
Let me just say something before you get to the final stats. You notice that every one of the girls said, defense, defense, defense. Mike Talon has taught them to win championships, you got to do it with the defense. And they know that. That's the first thing that comes out of their mouth is we're going to win, but we're going to do it because of defense.
Good point. On the offensive side of the coin, 19 points each for Nikki Reed and Juanita Cook, 18 for Tammy, 7 for Athena Johnson, 4 points for Monica Hart, and 2 for Keisha Reese, and 2 for Nicole Benjamin, the last 2 points of the ballgame, as a matter of fact. On the other side, for the Warriors, they were paced with Tracy Atkins, 27 points, including 4 3-pointers, 9 points for her sister Chantel, 4 points for Cassandra Pettis, 8 points for Melissa Shelton before Sheep fouled out with 6.5 minutes to go, and 2 points for Kim Hurt, as you're looking at a bunch of the young ladies from Phoebus across the way.
AG's got somebody. Go ahead, AG.
We have one of the nicest looking coaches you'll ever want to see. LaVon, congratulations. Comments on today's game.
Well, I'd just like to say they really wanted to be in the playoffs for tomorrow. They did everything right yesterday. They went to bed, got a lot of rest. They ate well today, and they was ready to play. And basically, they did what we told them to do, and we're proud of them.
What about tonight and tomorrow? What type of activities are going to be taking place?
Tonight, we're going to have a good meal. Maybe go see a movie, something relaxing, and then we're going to get them to bed early and just, have them in one, together as a family.
At the beginning, first day of practice, this is what you look for to be there tomorrow. It's a long ways looking back, but your thoughts going into tomorrow's game?
Tomorrow's game, I think we have a great chance. In fact, I think we have a really good chance. We have 5 good players, and we have 2 players coming off the bench.
And several great coaches.
Several great coaches. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thanks a lot for having us here tomorrow. We're glad to be working.
Thank you all for being here. You have given us a lot of support.
Okay.
All right.
LaVon Morrow.
All right, thank you, AG. Another kind word from the AG. What a smooth talker that boy is.
I tell you what, he finds the good-looking gals and says, listen, this is who we need to interview. The cheerleaders, the good-looking gals. Nobody ever said AG was dumb, right?
I think you did earlier, but that was something else.
No, that wasn't me.
All right, we're very happy. Phoebus team winning by 23 points, and they will face Lake Braddock, the nationally ranked Lake Braddock, 1 o'clock here at Robins Center tomorrow. We're going to be here. We hope you'll join us. This game, of course, will be on tape delay, and hope you'll enjoy this game and hopefully the game tomorrow. For Bob Henson, A.G. Wellman, the final score, 73-50. The Phantoms stretch their undefeated streak to 29, looking for number 30 tomorrow. For the entire crew, thanks for watching. Good afternoon, everybody.